So to find an inverse of a function, one thing they've done is they've said this is between this is 16 to infinity. If they didn't say that, this function wouldn't have a proper inverse. X minus 16, so it would look something like this. And for functions to have an inverse, they have to pass the horizontal line test. Right now, it doesn't pass it, right? So it doesn't have an inverse. But because they said we're only considering this function up to x equals 16, now it does pass the horizontal line test. So now we will have an inverse. It only crosses the horizontal lines once. Okay, so that's just some technical details. So here, let's actually find the inverse. F of x, like our y variable, equals x minus 16 squared. The first step in finding an inverse is to switch the x and the y's. And then we want to do the algebra to get y by itself. So you want to take a square root of both sides. A square root cancels out a square because a square root is a 1/2 power. And then, this is normally where we consider positive or negative. And we're going to drop the negative part. When you use a square root to cancel out a square, you're supposed to say plus or minus square root of 16. We're going to drop the negative part because of this domain from 16 to infinity. Okay. And then the last part to get y by itself, add 16 to both sides. So y equals the square root of x plus 16, or in other words, the inverse is all this stuff. So here's the next battle. Let's type this into Mobius. I'm going to type sqrt for square root, open parentheses, type x, close the parentheses, and then type plus 16. And then let's go check just to make sure Mobius likes it. Oh, Mobius did not like it. What, did I not hit submit? What question are we working on here? Let me go back and do another one. I must have hit something wrong when I submitted. Oh, I haven't submitted it yet. This is what question? I forgot where we're on. 13? No. It's a different question. Okay, real quick. Same thing. We've got y equals x minus 1 squared. So we switch the roles of x and y and then take a square root. I'm doing this one a little faster because I just did the other one. So we're going to get y equals square root of x plus 1 for our inverse. So sqrt, open parentheses, x, close the parentheses, plus 1. Let's preview this just to make sure. Yeah, that's what we want. Submit. Submit assignment. Check our answer. And it liked that answer. Okay, so I must have just hit something wrong when I was submitting the last one.